I'm Hunter.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Caitlin. I'm Nessa.
This is the Family Showdown!
We're here! You're here! That's awesome! Welcome to live Family Showdown Top 10. And this week we're going to be chatting about games we like to play with the kiddos. It's going to be so much fun.
That's right. Now, Alright, so, our internet's,
It's misbehaving, so cross your fingers.
So, I dialed back our settings really far, so hopefully that helps a little bit. If not, we apologize in advance. But so, yeah, what she said.
Yeah. So, how did you compile your list?
I picked games I like that I would have them play someday.
Interesting.
No, actually what I did is I picked all the games that we play regularly with the kids.
Okay.
And I made that my base starting point, right?
Okay.
Then I narrowed it down to games that I begrudgingly play. And then I narrowed it down to games I actually like.
Wow. Okay, I went a different course. I picked games that I tend to play with the kiddos fairly frequently. And then from there picked the ones that just seem to have overall really just good gaming experiences around them. Because I like to play more of those games than you do anyway, so...
Welcome to those joining.
Yay!
Welcome to, I guess, a first time in the chat.
Zamp!
That's your new name, Zamp. All right.
Hey,
so,
peeps.
So you didn't really organize it based on how much you like the games?
Somewhat, because I like the, yes. I like all of the games. So that wasn't the issue. It was more of like, I had overall really good gaming experiences with the girls, and I like the games.
Okay. I won't argue with that.
So, oh dear, the dog found her stuffed animal, and she's beating the snot out of it. Come here with that!
All right.
Okay.
So.
Glad to see all is the same.
That said, I think we're going to have a ton of crossover.
I don't know.
I'm calling 7.
Maybe.
All right.
I suspect
You
not
chat,
as
I'll
much
find the dog.
because we organized our lists differently. And I picked games that I don't think you're as crazy about. Give me that. The dog is running and hiding from Hunter right now. This is pretty funny. And you're not in the camera. Nope, there he is. Hunter's literally like chasing the dog around. Oh, goodness. What are you doing, dog? The dog is hyper. Is there another front? Oh, it's a full moon. Full moon.
Man, all right.
Beware.
All right. So all that craziness,
Beware.
all that caveats aside, let's get
caveats.
to...
What caveat? Beware! What are we bewaring?
No, the internet.
Oh, that. Meh. That's a constant.
Let's get started with my number
constant
10.
these days.
My number 10 is...
Bring it.
Terror in Meeple City. AKA, we have the Rampage version, because we bought it
Eons ago.
before it stopped becoming the Rampage version.
Yes.
So Terror in Meeple City, this is a family favorite. So you're basically big giant monster Godzilla-looking things going around.
You're Godzilla, whatever.
Destroying the city, and it's actually got, it's 3-dimensional, has little tiers with little meeples all over it, and you flick discs and throw things and knock things over, and crazy destruction.
It's greatness.
It's it's still available as far as I know as Terror in Meeple City. It's got a little bit of a setup time to it, but...
Yeah, but you know what? The kiddos thing about playing this with kids too, is they like to usually help with the setup.
That's true.
Hand them a whole pile of meeples and be like, set it up.
So it's a construction project that you get to destroy.
Yeah, I mean, what kid doesn't like to do that? So.
Well, that's it. My number 10. Terror in Meeple City. We played this one fairly recently. It was only about a month ago.
Okay.
Was it a month ago?
I think it was more than that. I think you're having my kind of memory. Unless you
we played it
without
this year, I think.
We have played it this year.
Yeah. That's a month ago. What's your number 10?
All right, my number 10 is My Little Scythe. And this game, oh my goodness, is cuteness overload if you haven't played it. It has a lot of the mechanisms that Scythe does, but in a very nice, easy beginner format. And it's not cutthroat. It's happy-go-lucky, friendly, raise your friendship levels, and we have pie fights. And it's pretty glorious, actually. But moving around the board and getting the resources, it's got that faint echo of Scythe to it. And so it's just really good. I love it. And it's just really cute to watch the girls strategize. And they get very excited when they snipe resources from you before you can get them and win pie fights and things like that. It's pretty entertaining to see them figure out and be like, ha ha ha, I got you. And I don't know. It's really cute game.
See, so this is where our lists diverge.
Yes.
Because you're going for more from overall experiences with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm going from my overall enjoyment. I'll play my little Scythe. I like it.
Yes.
But all that does is make me long to play the real game.
See, I see no problem with that. I see no problem with
like,
that.
But I want to play the real game.
I know. So what we do is you put the kids to bed after that, and then we pull out the big kid Scythe. Everybody wins.
It is
Everybody
cool.
wins.
It does teach you some of the similar mechanisms. It has the same kind of getting stars to win, and it's very similar. I mean, it's basically they literally just took the main game and made it lighter and more kid/family friendly.
It's absolutely awesome. Yes. James.
All right.
Might be higher on this list.
My number 9 is I don't know. Let's see what it is.
What is your number 9?
Number 9 is Fireball Island. Fireball Island. It's only this low because, again, this is another one that's kind of a bear to set up. If you play base game only, it's not too bad. But when you we played with all the expansions last time, and it was like an undertaking to get that thing put together.
But you know what? When you do that, gosh darn it, you better play several games.
That's true.
Several games. You have that whole thing set up. It's worth it.
I mean, we got the bees, we got the tiger, we got the ship, the pirate
snakes,
ship, we have the spider nest. We have everything.
Oh my gosh, the spider's nest is hilarious. If you haven't played with that, it just kind of like springs and flings spiders everywhere. Just think about it, cracks me up. It's just like,
yeah, just
they just launch. They just launch them everywhere. Most of the time, they're fairly harmless unless people just happen to be right in that area, and then it's just a train wreck. But if you're not in that immediate vicinity, it's not too bad. You're like, okay, I can survive this.
Right.
But yeah, it's oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
It's hilarious.
It's really fun. I mean, we got way too much of it though.
Is there such a thing? Yeah,
yes,
yeah. If the setup for that is quite a beast. It's true. It's true.
All right, we can do your number 9.
My number 9.
Oh, you did your thing. You always do.
Is
Here,
Lotus.
Hold on.
What? But you gonna fix it? Oh, Hunter's got to follow tradition here.
You always make the pictures huge, so I'm helping you out.
Lotus. Dun, da, da, da. So this one is such a peaceful Zen-like experience, unless you're playing with my children, who all of a sudden make this the most cutthroat game I've ever played, with pretty flower petals and things, and people sniping flowers out from under me and putting bugs on it, getting points, and going, ha ha, I got double what you have now. And it's like, what just happened? I was playing this nice peaceful card game with flowers, and now I'm getting destroyed.
I'd say it's pretty cutthroat in this game.
Yeah. Yes.
Area control. It's pretty
Yes.
cutthroat.
I was like, this was a sit and play and chat with your friends kind of game until Nessa came along and just like, I take all your flowers. Okay, all right.
No, this is a good one.
No, it's fun.
We haven't played this one in a while.
A little while. Not bad. I've played it.
Oh,
I played it recently with Nessa and Gaming Wife, I think.
Oh, I haven't played it.
It was
Gosh,
Gaming Wife.
It's been over a year since I played this game.
Yeah, we've played it, and it's just fun. Yes, Nessa is a lotus shark. That's a great way to describe it.
She is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're like playing along, and then all of a sudden you get a bazillion points. You're like, what did she just do?
I know. What problem is she looks cute and innocent, and I think that throws people, for a loop, and then they don't realize that she's scheming the entire time.
My number 8 is a new game, and we've already played it a ton.
Oh, yeah.
And that is a Monster Baby Rescue.
Monster Baby Rescue is so cute.
Monster Baby Rescue. So this one's a really cool. It is a Euro game for kids.
Yes.
But
it's a real game. It's not
Yeah,
we're going to pander to, like insult their intelligence or anything like that. It is
very much a straight Euro game for kids. It's got set collection. It's got in-game goals. It's got resource management. It's got, you name it. It's got a little bit of everything.
And it's great. I mean, it's easy to teach, and I think it's pretty easy for kiddos to figure out.
Yeah.
Just the logic behind how you need to do it. I like that. So they can figure it out, and then once they work out, the hard part for them will be like planning out the strategy long term and stuff, which is great. I mean, that's the kind of challenge you want, right? Love it.
And it's not roll and move, but it's got a simple movement mechanism. It's got the whole leapfrog thing, right?
Yeah.
So basically, whoever's in last, it's kind of like patchwork. If you've played patchwork, whoever's in last goes next, and then they move forward to where they want to go, and then whoever's in last goes again. And you keep kind of doing this kind of leapfrog thing until you make a certain number of laps, I think, around the board, and then the game in-game triggers. And it's got, like I said, it's got in-game goals. It's got round goals, I think.
Yeah.
Every round it has a goal, I think. I can't remember exactly, but it's very point salady. It's really it's just a straight up Euro game.
Yeah, I really like that game. Like, it's probably one of my favorite. And I have trouble calling it a kid game, to be honest, because it doesn't feel like a kid game. It feels
like a family Euro game, family weight Euro game. Just Nessa plays. I mean,
yeah, that I could see that.
Because a little I mean, it kind of it has a theme kind of that would appeal to like a little kid, but it's more of a I would think 8 to 10.
Yeah, older kids.
8 to 10 and up. But it's a type of game that adults could play and enjoy. I mean,
oh yeah, we did. In fact, when we played it at FallsCon, we played it multiple times, and the same adults played with us while we were playing with Nessa. Like, we're like, hey, can we play again too? It's like, this is awesome. You don't usually hear that. You're like, oh, that's good. I'm glad you had fun with that kid's game. We'll see you. But everyone's like, yeah, we want to play this again. This is cool.
Yeah,
and
it's a Euro game. I mean, if you're a Euro gamer and you're looking for a good game for your, like I said, 8 to 10, 11, 12-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah.
This is a game, I think. I mean, it's a great gateway game, too.
Oh, yeah. I think so. That's cool. All right. My number 8 is another one that surprised me, honestly. And that is... Oh, you fixing it? Okay. Is Minecraft, the board game. And I think it's called something in Biomes.
Builders and Biomes.
Builders and Biomes. It's the actual Minecraft game, not the card game. The board game. And it's like you have a player board and you're doing tile placement. And it's got a bunch of different set collection sort of things, and they have to be contingent and different. There's different scenarios and stuff, and you can go and fight the monsters and get victory points. And it's got thematically, I think they did an awesome job on that. So if you have kiddos that love Minecraft, they will get into this game. We had several kids walk up and just flip out. Whoa, there's a game about Minecraft. I mean, just blew their minds. It's great to get them into that, and it's actually got a bit of a meat to the game because you do have to plan long term. There's 3 different scoring times during the game, and the you have to plan ahead or you're not going to get enough sets, and it's fairly tricky, and it's a blast though to watch the kids just plow through and get their weapons and pickaxe and all this stuff and go and do that. I enjoyed that. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, at first glance, when I first saw it at, I think it was BGG Con I saw this at, I think. At first glance, I go, oh, this is a throwaway IP garbage game.
Yeah.
And I actually, stopped and looked and watched some people playing. I'm like, huh.
It actually
and
has
I watched it a little bit longer. I'm like, oh, wow, this is actually a real game. I mean, it has some stuff that some people might not necessarily like. When you're fighting the monsters, it's very random. You have a stack of weapons, and you're basically shuffle them up, and you deal out 3. And if you do enough damage, you do it. You kill the monster. But it has, like she said, it really has some, tactical decisions. Basically, what am I going to do to score this round? But then like she said, you have to prepare in the second and third scoring. Because if you focus solely on the first scoring,
you won't
when
get
the second scoring comes around, you're not going to get any points. So you got to kind of find combos. What can I get that'll score me in 2 different rounds or even 3 different rounds?
Which is
right?
awesome that you can do that because the tiles, there's different tiles that you can plan for, and you have to get the resources for it, of course. And it's just well designed.
I ended up buying this game after the con because I watched it. I'm like, oh wow, this is like a real game.
Oh, the girls love it. The girls love to play this.
I thought it was going to be something just roll and move, throwaway game or something, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't at all.
It's a real game.
It's really good.
It's by Ravensburger, but they make real games.
That's true.
But they make toys.
But again,
too.
When you get, like you said, an IP game or a kitty game, sometimes people are just like, haha, kitty game. It's roll and move. And you're like, yay. But, Tommy, Diplomacy is a game that you start playing with your children when they're born, and you don't get to finish that ever. So, that's ongoing.
Marriage, too.
Watching
it's
you.
Diplomacy. Mm-hmm. They stab you in the back when you aren't looking.
Oh, wow.
My number 7 is Baron... Oh, I missed. Baron Park.
Oh, yes.
Baron Park.
That's a good one.
This is a family favorite. I think I have a little bit of your decision-making on this because I think you guys... I like this game, but you guys love this game.
Because everybody freaks out about the bears. And then we argue about which ones are actually bears.
Right.
Every game, without fail. This one's not really a bear.
So it's a polyominoes game where you're Tetrising in pieces. Basically, you're building a bear park. A bear, like animal bear, not a bear as in bear. Animal bear, a bear park.
Bar.
A bear park. And you basically buy different cages and bathrooms and shops and things and little river tiles and things. And you put them on your board and you're Tetrising them in and you're trying to fill up your little board and you end up doing potentially four boards worth of stuff. And then you score based on how many points each little bear cage is worth, as well as there's scoring tiles. So when you complete a board completely, you fill it in completely, you get a statue to put on your park. And that's worth points. And the quicker you do those, they decrease in value as you go along. So whoever it's kind of almost a race to fill out your boards as quickly as you can. First one to fill out all the boards doesn't necessarily win, but it's a major advantage to fill them out quickly.
Yeah, it's just cute. I love
but we'll hear about more of this later, so I'll just let it go.
No.
Yeah, okay, whatever. What's your number 7? Oh, it's our first crossover.
It
took this long.
My number 7 is also Fireball Island. Kind of what he said before. The setup can be a bear, but when you have the munchkins helping, it's kind of funny. And this game is hysterical. It's one of the few games where apparently the children have the expectation and realize that this is a cutthroat game. So we rarely have anybody melt down because they got a fireball actually launched at them. It's been kind of refreshing because usually you play a game like that, it's like, you killed my guy, blah, blah, blah. Oh, but look, you get a treasure. Hush. I mean, this is great. There's not very many times where anybody's ever had any sorts of melting down or anything. Of course, we're usually the targets. No one's surprised by this. But we usually, again, you get knocked down or something. Oh, look, you get a consolation prize. We're like, we got something out of it. We're good.
It's funny.
It's pretty awesome.
This one could, if you have kids that get their feelings hurt easily in board games, this might not be the best game.
This is not, no. But surprisingly, again, we've had very few incidents with this, and it is, I think, easier for them to take the silliness for what it is and realize that, okay, things are going to blow up, you're going to blow up, you just get back up, you keep doing stuff, whatever, you're going to live, and everybody seems to be pretty chill with that for the most part.
You're missing all the...
Oh, am I missing
No,
the
don't read
crazy
it.
chat?
Don't read them. I want to tell them to you. So they did some dad jokes.
No.
Some thematic
Why?
dad jokes.
I live...
So you know what the problem with Baron Park is? There's nothing in it.
Wow. Really, guys?
Who said that?
Oh my gosh.
Paul said that one.
Paul, you're so
Here's
funny.
another one.
No.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
A gummy bear.
A gummy bear.
I know that one. Oh gosh.
Only one crossover. I'm shocked.
Oh,
There'll be more.
Guys.
Don't worry.
Don't encourage him.
All right, number 6. My number 6, and then the gummy bear was who said it?
Paul.
Paul again, huh?
Paul, why?
My number 6 is Telestrations.
How? Okay.
It's up out of
Asterisk. That one.
There's an up out of you. You put Fireball Island. It's right next to it.
You know what? I didn't really stare. I didn't stare at the games. Telestrations is my asterisk because that is pretty glorious.
So Telestrations. The only reason it's so low, this would be higher, but Nessa's not a big fan. Katie loves it.
Oh my gosh,
but Nessa's kind of...
Well, when Nessa gets older and has more life experience, I think what it is a lot of the terms she didn't get.
Right.
And so when she can get those, she will enjoy it more.
Yeah, we did discuss doing like a family list of
because
things.
What it was things like she didn't understand...
Housewife.
We don't talk about housewife, I mean, it's not really,
Right.
So she didn't know what that was. And so when my dad, that was still funny to me. My dad drew some woman in the kitchen with a frying pan, and this was like, "What's this? A cook?" And we're like, "It makes perfect sense."
She went girl cooking.
Girl cooking. That's what she put, and I was like, "That is the most logical answer for this," But she didn't get it. It was so funny. Yes, old man and a vending machine. Yeah, I mean, we've had so many stupidly funny, like. My stomach hurt from laughing.
Yeah,
funny.
This is a family favorite. Like I said, the only reason it's lower because Nessa doesn't play this one as much.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Katie and I will just cackle. She loves being confused by them. She gets crazy creative if she gets confused.
So this is your number 11 now?
Yes, this is my number 11. Telestrations.
All right. What's your number 6? Oh my gosh, you and your large pictures. You just don't want to be on screen, do you?
I never know where you are situated, so I just estimate. And I don't estimate well, apparently. My number 6 is Dragonwood. This is another one that Caitlin and Nessa both really, really, really love. Kind of like Fireball Island. And this one is another one. It's kind of got a D&D sort of theme to it. You build up your cards and stuff in such a way that you can use a sword, or you can stomp, or you can scream at different enemies and kill them, and then you get the victory points and stuff. So there's things you're attacking. And there's also some weird items in there that after you conquer them, you can use them as superpowers and stuff to help you. And the girls' favorite thing is to scream at a bucket of spinach, because there's a bucket of spinach in there that helps, boost your strength or something. And they just laugh about this. They're like, "I'm stomping on some bees." And then just okay, I don't know what it is about that game every time. It's hilarious, and everyone gets excited about, well, no, it's my turn to scream at the bucket of spinach. So everyone's fighting over the bucket of spinach, because then because you have to announce what you're doing as you play your turn. So you're like, "I stomp on this wolf," and you're like, "Good luck with that." But, if you have the cards and everything, it's really fun.
Yeah, you basically play, same color, same number, or straight.
Yeah, because they're colored and they have numbers.
Right.
It kind of looks like an Uno deck almost.
And the number of cards you play that make that thing is how many dice you
get to roll. And so it's been really good because it teaches them a little bit of the playing the odds and the statistics of how many dice should I get to attack this size of a monster. And it's been really good, for them to learn estimations and things like that. It's a great game. Love it. Straight up. It's fun.
There's supposedly James mentioned it. There's a sequel to this Dragonwood called Dragon Realms, something like that. Yeah,
well,
we haven't tried it yet. I need to look into that.
Yeah, that'd be worth looking up because they both and Katie in particular will seek this one out as one to play. We've taken it to our board game group before and had a lot of fun with it as well. So good stuff. That'd be fun to do.
All right, number 5. My number 5 is Pitch Car.
Of course.
Pitch Car. This one always goes over well. This is just a fun game group, family game, everything game. It's just at one point Nessa was like the shark at this game, but then she kind of fell off a little bit. She used to be the shark, man.
Well, you know what it was? She used to play it all the time.
That's true.
She was like an Olympic trainer at Pitch Car. Because we'd have the game was set up for quite a while. Just on a table.
Right.
And she and Katie'd casually just come and play.
Right.
And Nessa started to make a study out of it or something. I don't know. I think part of it is the new loops and stuff are tougher. We haven't really played it much since we got those. And she hasn't had time to, train. she like Rocky style it,
Yeah.
Trainer pitch car.
She
Like-
she used to be really good. It used to be her and Katie fighting for first, and me and you for fighting for
gosh.
last.
That's why I'm always shocked if we ever do well at a pitch car thing with the adults, because we're like, our children beat the tar out of us. But yeah, Katie.
You're right. They haven't practiced.
haven't
You're right.
practiced
They
the big
used to
loop.
play this all the time. You're right.
I don't know if Katie's even tried the new loop.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if she has.
So pitch car, it's a flick. If you don't know what it is, it's a flicking
Flicky
game.
car game.
You
It's
flick
car
a
race.
disc around a track, and it's got ramps and loops and turns and all sorts of crazy.
There's bridges and tunnels and all sorts of things. It's pretty awesome. Ooh, Gaming Wife has a good question.
What is the question?
What are the girls' favorite games to play with us, or is that the same as their top 10?
Probably the same. Top
I would
10.
suspect it's the same as their top 10 currently.
Hopefully Nessa will have hers done very, very
Yes.
soon. She has her list made.
Nessa has made her list.
We just have to film it.
Yeah, we just haven't filmed it. I think she said she wanted to do that this weekend. So
Yeah.
we're
So maybe
pretty-
next week. Hopefully next week.
Ooh, a pitch car training montage. That would be good, Zaris. I like that.
I like it.
I like that. We might
Have the
to-
80s music playing
Yeah.
in the background. All right, your number 5 is? Your number 5?
My number 5 is Battle Kittens. This one was a go-to for the longest time for the girls. In fact, we took that when Katie went to her history nationals competition. We took this game and Memoir and played those two in particular a lot while we were waiting. And this one's one of those games, I love Battle Kittens because it's fun to introduce to people. The art in it is hysterical. It's these cute little kittens, but they did spoofs off of famous characters.
Right.
So there's like a one that's dressed up kind of like a Ninja Turtle.
Right.
But his name is like Botticelli.
Right.
And like silly little names like that. The cats are wonderful. You'll see one that's referencing Frozen and one that's referencing like Hunger Games and
Right.
like Cleopatra or something like that. I forget
Right.
the names. And you go through and you have these kittens and you're drafting these cards for your deck, and they have 4 different aspects, and it's great. It's like agility, wisdom, cuteness, and I can't remember the other thing all of a sudden. But anyway, and it's random where you're going to fight and what factor, whether it's going to be the cuteness or whatever that you're going to compete with. So you want to draft a good series of cards for that, and you try to battle it out. And there's some little power-ups and some minor things in that. It's really easy to teach. It's super fun. And the girls, oh my gosh, I have played so many games of that. And I realized too, like you said, it was one of those games that I would play so much that I would log one play of it. But when I did that, we probably played like 5.
Right.
I just didn't want to sit and log it every single
Right.
time. Because we played it so much.
I haven't
It's
played
so
this.
fun.
I haven't played this one in a
You
long
haven't.
time.
I have played it a ton.
I haven't played it in a long
I've
time.
played it this year or in December.
Not me.
So I've played it pretty recently. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
All right, my number 4 is Mysterium.
Ooh, that would be on my short list, and somehow I missed that one.
Mysterium.
Yeah, I need
So-
to look in this room
So the
more.
girls
The girls love this game.
love this game.
Love it.
It's really interesting. I usually play the Ghost. Katie's played the Ghost.
Katie's played the Ghost a few times now. She's
but I
gotten
most
better.
of the time play the Ghost.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see their little gears turning when they're playing this game. So if you know what Mysterium is, it's a kind of a play on Dixit, basically, Dixit cards. So basically you have, it's kind of like Dixit meets Clue. So you have a person, a place, and a thing, right? Basically, that you have to just you basically go through series. So first you're trying to guess a person out of a set of people, and then a place out of a set of places, and a thing out of a set of things. And the only clue, the person who's the ghost, the person, I guess the person...
They can't talk.
They can't talk. So basically they give them Dixit cards to try to point them at which one is theirs among a group. So basically each person has one of the group of places will be their place. And so I'll hand Rebecca a set of Dixit cards that I try to point her to what is her card, right? And it's a fully cooperative game, other than the fact that the ghost can't talk. It's the players playing it. It's cooperative, so they can discuss what they think. So you can kind of, if maybe her location has water, I'll give her some Dixit cards that have water or blue colors or whatever to try to get her to pick that one card. So I give each person a set of cards, and they guess what they think the location is. If they get it right, they move on to the next set, and the next set, until the end. And at the very end, they have to pick which set is the right set among all their sets.
Yeah.
And you give them clues, and based on how well you did during the game, you could either get a certain number of cards as a clue.
You know, that you said that, I wonder if the girls would want to play Dixit with us.
Maybe.
Because Nessa's old enough now.
And I couldn't remember, I don't know, did we played the Obscuria with the girls? I think Katie.
We played Obscuria with Caitlin.
Yeah.
We haven't played with Nessa yet.
Yeah.
We need to.
Oh, because it has a trader. That's why we haven't played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but Mysterium, yeah. And Caitlin loves, which always cracked me up. I always tease her about that. Because I'm like, you can't talk if you're the ghost. And Katie likes to talk.
Yes.
But amazingly, she loves to be mysterious.
Yeah.
Also.
She peeks up behind the shield. She'll peek
she
up.
She loves playing the ghost in Mysterium, which I still tease her. I'm like, wow, that was a world record of you being quiet,
Yeah.
But it's fun. She gets really into the role, and she's gotten much better the first couple of games when she did it. She was a lot younger, too, though.
Right.
You're like, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But she got much better at it, and she's good. And it's fun watching them trade back and forth playing the ghost, and they're better at figuring out the clues than I am half the time. I'm like, this card has just thrown me out into the weeds. I don't know what.
She'll fixate on like one little a little ribbon or something, and try to give you clues for a little tiny ribbon in a corner or something.
And I'm like, what is this? It's because it's green, right? And I was like, nope, that wasn't it. Okay, well, I lose.
All right, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is a recent one, and that is Wingspan.
Oh my gosh, you and your pictures. I want to be on the screen. I know they'd rather look at you, but
what?
I want to be on the screen.
Fine, you know what? Move it over in front of me. You don't want to look at me. So Wingspan, we started playing this pretty much right off the bat with the girls, and both of them fell in love with it. They played it quite a bit, and I'm trying to remember where was that? Was it BGG Spring?
BGG Spring last year.
Last year, okay. Because I was like, I had to take the girls to bed. I don't remember if one was not feeling well or they just wanted to go to bed early. They were tired for some reason. I was up in the room, and they still wanted to play it again. And I played it solo, and they're like, oh, you can play it solo? And they were just like, and they love looking at the pictures. They love the birds. They love, it's just, and...
We played it.
We played it again recently with Nessa, and it's fun because it teaches you like a whole bunch of different tactics that she's probably not learned in other games too.
Right.
With the whole like using a player mat, and you're gonna cycle through and things fire off as you're going through certain rows, whatever you decided to go through. If you're gonna produce eggs, well, there's some birds that are already there, so they're gonna do special abilities and this and that, and keeping track of special abilities. And it's really neat to see all of the resource management going on and watching them figure out how to make their system work most efficiently. So that's really neat.
Yeah, that spring, BGG Spring, we played it like 5 times.
We did. We played it a lot, and the girls were like, "Yes, bring it!" You know, I mean, it's really cool, and it's fun to introduce to people too.
Yeah, it's an alright choice.
You can talk about playing medium. I played that with Katie and Hector the Turtle and I think Gaming Wife, and I don't remember who all else. I think we had the max player count. Oh my gosh. Caitlin loved that game, but she hated it because I was really tired. I was sitting next to her, and she was just scoring great with her other partner, and I was like dragging her down. Oh my gosh, that game is funny. That's a funny game.
Alright. My number 3
Oh,
is...
yes. I knew you were going to put that on there.
Bunny Kingdom! Bunny Kingdom. Love me some Bunny Kingdom. So this is
a hefty little game.
This is a heavy, I mean, not hefty, but I would say it's maybe above family weight, because it's got a lot of things going on in it. It has card drafting, it has lots of symbols, it has the whole dealing with a grid and, adjacency and all these things going on. But it's not that heavy, but it's not. I wouldn't
for a kiddie game. It's not heavy.
Yeah, again, this is kind of got the same thing at first glance. You're like, oh, this is for little kids, but no, it's actually a fairly weighty game.
It's a meaty little game.
But I love it, and Nessa loves it, and I enjoy this game. I like drafting. I like point salad. I like being mean and hate drafting.
Yes, you do. Although I know someone learned that from you.
Nessa hate drafting?
Nessie,
No.
the bunny kingdom shark.
Yeah,
She's-
after playing with me a few times, she started looking at cards and going, "Ooh, this one's good for mommy. I'll take it." It cracks me up. Ooh, this one would be really good for daddy. I think I should take this one.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah, and then if you leave her to her own devices playing this game, I'll be like, cool. And I don't remember the scores, so this is not indicative of the actual scores, but I'll be like, I got 125. And Nessa's like, that's nice. I have 347. And I'm like,
she's figured this game out.
yeah. So,
She's figured this game out.
yep. It's craziness. So.
But it's a fun one. It's a good one. I'm glad we finally... I played it a long time ago. Well, relatively long time. When it first came out, I tried it.
That's right, you did.
I tried it
forgot
out
about
at
that because-
maybe a BGG con, maybe. And I thought, oh, Rebecca will like this. And then it just... and then we were at Friend and Foe, the
little board game
board game
place.
cafe near us. And I saw it on the shelf. I'm like, oh, yeah. I remember now. Rebecca really liked this game. And so I pulled it off the shelf, and we all played it, and we walked across the street to Madness and bought it on the spot. So,
Yep,
and now we got the expansion, and very excited.
Yeah, the expansion's pretty amusing. It changes the game significantly. So if you like that and you haven't tried the expansion, it's pretty interesting. But there it is.
Yep.
Well, that's a good one.
We'll talk about more of that in a little bit.
Don't be so sure. I told you, we don't have as many crossovers as you think, sir.
Okay, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Say Anything Family Edition. This one we've had for quite a while. And this one's been a great one as, like, from a parenting perspective because it's really cute. It's got little questions and stuff. And I feel like this is a great get to know the kids better session more than anything because they get to pick these answers. And, of course, it's kind of like an apples-to-apples-esque sort of game, right? Which one are they going to pick? And you're putting silly answers, and trying to, pick answers that are going to be fun or pick answers, oh, you think they might pick that, and silly things like that. And they have fun questions. Where would you rather go, the beach or to the lake and stuff like that. So it's fun to hear what their opinions are about a lot of different things that you may not always get to talk about. It's a good one if you have something like this now and you guys are shut up at the house. Play games like this one. I think they're fun because you usually find out a lot of fun or silly little things that is going on up there that they don't always talk about unless you specifically ask. So I always enjoy this. I don't know why I'm losing my voice tonight, but yeah, it cracks me up that just some of the silly questions they have in there. They're very random. Definitely get the family edition though. Don't play this with little kids and play the regular edition because it has some adult questions in it. But yeah, it's adorable and it's fun to play the little game. And they love playing this game.
Yes.
They like playing this game, especially with the grandparents, because they always, oh, I think Granddad wrote that answer. And I'm like, oh, brother, just I'll pick his answer. And I'm like, oh, jeez, here we go.
So what's funny is this is where our lists diverge. You're obviously picking this for how much the kids enjoy it and the experience.
Yeah. And it's a fun game. It's not like an amazing game. I didn't say I was picking the best
Let's
games.
not go crazy with the word fun.
Wow. And then there's Hunter, the bah humbug.
This is one of the games I tolerate for the greater good. So it is not on my list. It's not on my short list. It's not on any list.
Oh, dude.
This is a tolerance game for me.
Yeah,
I
you
love
get
my
tired.
children.
Yes, you get tired of those after a while, but you want a game. He
number
doesn't like the activity games. This is kind of activity-esque. I don't mind those. I like them.
Number 2 is a crossover, and it is Wingspan. Woo! This is probably our most played family game in the last year and however long it's been out.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
I think it is by far our most played family game. And this is one of the few games that, and Nessa at least, and Katie to a lesser degree, but for the most part, will not turn down playing if we offer it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
A lot of the times we offer to play a game, like, I don't know. This one almost always gets someone jumps in on this one.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a meaty game, and Nessa at first needed a little guidance on how things work, but now she's She just
that was fun to see the progression because we did have to walk her through the steps and remind her of everything, and now she builds her own stuff and enjoys
and she
it.
knows the strategy, man. She's looking at the cards like, oh, well, this bird stinks because it doesn't help me with this and this and that. Oh, well, this is a great bird. And then when we're drafting the birds out of the tab, one display or whatever, she's like, oh, I wanted that bird.
Yeah, it's fun.
This game has a lot of strategy like Minecraft in terms of the round score, because you have every round you're going to score
true.
something. It's the same thing. Do you
True.
focus in on the current round or do you build towards later rounds? And sometimes she'll sacrifice this round to score really good in the next round, which is a pretty heavy strategy because most people that I guess aren't maybe experienced gamers, I don't know if that's the right term, but they'll look at I got to focus on the current round. I'm going to just do as hard as I can on that round, and then when the second round starts, then they start working on the second round.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the next level of strategy. You go, okay, what can I combo to hit maybe multiple rounds? One card that's good for 2 rounds or whatever, right?
True.
It's just the next level of strategy, and she's definitely nailed that. So
Yeah. Yep.
Wingspan's a good one.
Tis a good one. Yep. All right, my number 2 is one that you also tolerate. Well, you like it. You tolerate it, though. And this one, for the longest time, I think before Wingspan was the most played with the girls, and that was Finca.
Give me a second. You gotta change the picture size here.
Hunter's fixing the pictures. So, Finca, this is another cute game that unfortunately seems to be incredibly difficult to find. But it's very cute. You have these different fruits, and you're trying to collect them to fulfill contracts that are on certain areas. So it's almost like area control by fulfilling contracts. But it's much simpler than that sounds.
Right.
And it's got a great mechanism with how you move in the game based off of the wheel of all the different fruits and stuff. And it's got like a little windmill on the board. And you walk around, move according to that, and you go and collect different fruits and stuff, and you distribute them and all this. And it's a really pretty little game. Very pretty. It's very much I'd say medium light Euro. And the girls, for whatever reason, we saw it at Dice Tower Con, I want to say.
Yes.
And it was just so much fun. The girls played it over and over, and we enjoyed it. And some of the people that we played with at the convention played it with us, too, over and over, because we all just thought it was a fun, addictive little game. It doesn't take all that long. I want to say it's an hour max. It goes fairly quickly, especially once everybody knows how to play, because we didn't even have to go over the rules after that first bit, because we played it recently, and it's easy to remember the rules. And the girls loved it. So it's just one of those games that's like, hey, you want to play a game? And for the longest time, that was the go-to game. Wow, let's play Finca. Okay. Twist my arm. I love it. I think it's a great game. I like playing this game over and over, too.
This game is one of the weirdest games, because it came out, it was in print, and then went out of print almost immediately. And it was out of print for years, and then I think they did a Kickstarter, and then it was out of print again.
Good grief. Okay, so that makes sense.
So I had to get it. I actually had to get it. This one's secondhand.
Yeah.
I got it.
True.
I got it in shrink for a good price from the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago when the Kickstarter happened.
Yeah.
And
which is sad.
We didn't even know about the game until after that. I mean, like she said, we played it at a con. But yeah, it's a great game if you can get your hands on it. But it's maybe look it up at a convention or something.
Yeah, and it's not slated as a kids game by any stretch of the means. This isn't a kids game, but it's got that nice, again, medium light Euro weight to it that's pretty easy. If you've got kiddos that are a little bit older or kids that are used to gaming, you can teach them how to play that. And it's really fun because they love collecting all the little fruit bits. They're all little wooden color painted fruit bits, and they're all different shapes and stuff, and it's fun to play with. And all the resource management going on with it. They just love it. And it's sad, though. Well, I know Dice Tower had it. I'm sure BGG has it, too. So if you ever get a chance to see it at the library.
We played at BGG, I think.
Did we?
Yeah. At Spring, I think. Or we played at Dice Tower Con.
See, I don't think you were with us. I think it was at Dice Tower
No, I was
Con.
with you when you played it.
Was I?
Yeah.
Were you, I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it was
No, you're right. You're exactly right. It was at Dice Tower Con. I wasn't with you, and then we played. And
then we found it again.
And then BGG Con, we played it all together. And
Yeah.
Then I looked it up. Found it.
Yeah, because the girls loved it. So I mean, if you can find it at one of the conventions, play it. You find us, we'll probably play with you. It's cool. But it's unfortunately difficult to find, and it is one of those that I think the cover is deceptive. I see some of you talking about that, and it's not what it looks like. It looks like a dry, heavy bureau of some weirdness, but
right.
It's not. It's not.
So my number one going away, and I actually kind of merged with Rebecca's thinking, because this game I enjoy. I love this game. It's also hilarious to watch the kids play this game.
Oh my gosh!
Yes. It's almost like I just sat back and just watched the wheels turning. And it's so funny to watch the two girls try to lie. Sometimes they're good at it, sometimes they're not good at it. But it's hilarious to watch them play Sheriff.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed again, man. I am off my game tonight. Sheriff of Nottingham.
That game, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is like one of Katie's all-time favorite games.
Yeah, this may be Katie's favorite game. Nessa plays it off and on, and when she does, it's hilarious because they ham it up and mess with each other.
Accents.
They mess with each other. It is just, oh my gosh, this is just it's a fun experience to watch them play this game. At first, for a while, when Nessa was too young, it was just Katie would play with the family and in the game group or whatever, and she never lied. She never told the truth the whole game. About mid-game, you start just giving the bag back to her because she never lied. And then one game, she told her first she lied and got away with it, and she her face was beaming. I was just like, she was so... She opened up. She was like shaking, opening up her bag. Oh, look at that!
It was so funny.
Oh man! And then your mom's a shark at this game.
I know.
It's so funny. This game, yeah. Anyway, this is a family favorite, and it's one of my favorite games. A lot of people don't like it, but I love this game. And watching the kids, even Nessa didn't have any problem with lying. She right off the bat, she'd lie, man. Little sneak. So yeah, but Katie, for probably the first 10 times she played this game, she did not tell a single lie and didn't take a single contraband through.
No,
the whole time.
No, she was just little
and then then the gates opened, and
now she's like, hee, when shall I do it? You know, it was cute too because seeing like their friends play this too and stuff,
right.
and seeing my game groups. Because I've seen so many different tactics used in this game now. Because sometimes, like, we're usually, with our group, we're not very, we're pretty stingy with our money. We don't usually bribe and stuff. Right. Man, I was watching my students play. There was money flowing everywhere. It's like, I'll bribe you $15. And I'm like, dude, there's no way you have $15 worth of stuff even in that bag. But they were just throwing bribes back and forth with these insane amounts. And I'm like, okay. It worked well because they were all doing it. So, I don't know. It's pretty amusing. You never know what kind of dynamic you're going to get with this game. It's another one.
Yes, we have the expansion. Yeah, we do have the expansion. We do enjoy the expansion. We have a bazillion promos. We have I'd say a quarter of our deck is probably promotional.
All the
cards.
Expansion and promo stuff now. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
It is crazy. Oh no, I just love this game. And then Katie.
This was also the first game that Katie went by herself to go play with another game group at a convention.
At a random... people
she didn't know anyone
there.
She just went and sat down at the table and played and had a wonderful time. And
they were doing a demo of it, and they invited people over, and she's like, yeah, and wandered over.
It was adorable. She was like by far the youngest there, and she had a ball.
Yeah.
And we were like...
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I know what your number one is, because it hasn't shown up yet.
I bet you don't.
I bet you I do.
You look at my list?
No, ma'am, I did not.
What is it?
You haven't put Takedo on yet.
Yeah. Yeah, my number one's Takedo. This one is a magical thing. Because you have two sisters. They're going to squabble over stealing each other's spots. And yet, in this game, this very cutthroat game, where you cut people off and try to finish paintings ahead of them, they have yet to throw down an actual squabble about this game.
No.
This is not a nice game.
No.
They love it.
Yeah.
And they're nice to each other. Like, I don't get You stole my spot. Oh, there's no tears.
Yeah, but there's a lot
drama.
of good choices in this game,
There
too.
are, but it's very limited. If you're trying to do like the big painting, there's only so many times you get a chance to do that. Okay, I don't know how this has happened because even in like Rampage and other games, we've had the minor meltdowns and things. We've had these minor incidents. To not ever have this with Takedo? What magic? What sorcery is this? I must have it. This is another game that's highly played, and if we're like, hey, you know what? It's Takedo time. Everyone's like, yeah, let's play. It's another one that all four of us like to play, and both girls like to throw this down, and I am shocked. Shocked. So, what are you looking... You're eyeballing my list.
I'm just shocked at some of the games that you didn't put on your list.
I have a lot... I'll be completely honest. This was hard, because there are so many games. I finally was just like, okay, I think I have all the big ones, which obviously, like I said, I missed Telestrations. But,
yeah, my short list is 19 games.
Oh, my short list is... Oh, jeez.
You didn't put Bunny Kingdom on, right?
20. No, it's on my short list.
Oh, okay. You didn't put that in your top 10?
I like it, but it's not one of the, like, my favorite gaming experiences.
So you're not going for favorite games, you're going for experiences.
I was going for, like, full down, like, I like to play with the kids, like, well-rounded, like the game, like the experience kind of thing. So...
Here's my short list, the 9 I didn't put on the list.
Okay.
I think it's 9. Potion Explosion.
Oh, that's a good one.
Luxor.
Yep, I have Luxor.
Sushi Go Party.
Yep, that's a good
King
one.
Domino.
Yep.
Coconuts.
I have Queen Domino. Coconuts.
Dragon's
Yes.
Breath.
Yep.
Go Nuts for Donuts.
Yep.
Ice Cool. And,
I didn't think about
and
Ice
Trekking
Cool, yep.
the National Parks.
Trekking the National Parks is good. Yeah, the camp game is another one.
Oh, that would not be in my top 1,000.
Okay, for me, that's like crazy awesome, though, because we've played that game since Katie was tiny.
True.
And she has graduated from a level 1 all the way to basically, I think she can do level 4s now.
Right.
And Nessa's now in a level 2 on
Yeah.
that game with the trivia. No, that'd be good.
Yeah, but the whole going back to start thing, oh my gosh. Ugh.
Well, yeah, it's roll and move. Whatever.
Ugh.
Yeah, okay, just, there's that. Yeah, Way Kick, of course. Way Kick, yes. Sparkle Kitty. Yes, I actually like... I don't mind playing Sparkle Kitty with Nessa because she absolutely loves it.
What games do you have that haven't been mentioned?
Stone Age, Azul, Splendor, let's see, that haven't been mentioned.
Tommy mentioned Stop Thief.
Yeah, Stop Thief's a good one, yes. That one,
It lived for a while and then died off pretty quick.
it didn't have as long, the
We
longevity
played it a
of
lot
Fireball
when
Island.
we first got it, and then it kind of dropped off.
Fireball Island has done better, and Downforce for a while, that was like Nessa's go-to for a little while.
Yeah, it was,
when it
you're
first
right.
came out.
Mm-hmm.
But Fireball Island is the one that's had the staying power. Mysterium, we already mentioned. I think most of the other ones that we talked about, I had Queen Domino instead of King Domino, because Nessa likes the meteor version of the game better, and Katie likes to mess with people in that one.
Kabuki had mentioned Rhino Hero.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Nessa comes and goes with dexterity games.
Yeah.
She'll like them for a while, and then she'll just be terrified of them.
Yeah, she's a bit of a perfectionist, so sometimes that one is a little rougher on her. And Katie's indifferent to those as much. She doesn't like those as much as she likes the social deduction and party games like 100
Yeah,
Days. She loves the party stuff.
Interactive type stuff.
Yeah, Sticky Chameleons.
Oh my
we
gosh.
haven't even played that with the children because the way the adults behave with that game.
Sticky Chameleons degraded down in like 15 seconds, degraded down to people just beating each
WWE up in here.
Whack, whack, whack.
I was
whack.
going for one and I'm like, I got it. And Hunter's like, whack, 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 like flogging me with this chameleon. And I'm like, dude, I just got
That game,
one fell off the
Sticky
table and there were like
Chameleons
four people diving.
would turn into a fight
We'd
with
probably
kids.
break a child in half trying to play that game. It's dangerous. I'm telling you.
Crazy.
Can't Stop. Yes, that's another good one. I like
I don't
that
like
game.
that one as much.
That was one that Nessa's kind of figured out on her own, and that was a fun one. Katie doesn't really get into that one as much. King of Tokyo is a perennial classic. Katie likes that one more than Nessa, which I'm surprised neither of them is like super crazy about it. Mm-hmm. Hunter and I have liked that one way more than they have. But oh gosh, there's so many.
Nessa seems to like Euro games, and Katie likes party games.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, and that kind of doesn't fit either category.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, throw burrito. Nessa wants that game so bad now. One of my students, I think, brought that to one of the board game things, and it devolved into them running through the halls just chucking burritos at each other by the time the game was over. It was pretty fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
All right, folks. Well, that's the list.
That was the list. That was a good list because I think it's pretty obvious now too. As the kiddos get older, you don't need to stick into the kid game category.
No.
You know, and I don't
think I put any pure kid games on my list at all.
See, and that's the other thing too is like, do you really consider My Little Scythe a kid game? Sure, the theme's kiddie, but I know so many adults that love that game. I love that game. Like, I would play that game. Would you play that game?
Jobby, flogging with a chameleon jobby like that.
Well, we should film a game of that. It is lethal.
Yeah, we should. There's snippets of our game days that we should record for the insanity.
People, yeah, you don't understand.
All right, folks, we're gonna wrap her up while the internet is cooperating with us.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully, the internet worked fine. Hopefully, the lower settings didn't. I'm gonna go back and watch and see, make sure the settings didn't mess. Like, I don't know. We're streaming about half speed of what we normally stream, so we'll see. We'll see if it had any effect. But anyway, next Tuesday, 1 week from tonight, we're going to have our regular variety show. We're going to talk about all the games we played, and we've played a ton. And a ton of good games. We're playing, like, classic favorite games, so we're going to probably talk for hours because they're our favorites.
Are we going to throw down again with the
crowd? I did put maybe a live play. I wrote that right here.
Ooh.
Maybe a live play. I don't know what it'll be, but we'll see.
Okay.
As an aside, over on the Dice Tower channel, I did a live chat with Z Garcia on April 5th. So if you go to the April Dice Tower, look up the April 5th daily chat, I think they're calling it. I was on there. Had all kinds of crazy technical difficulties at the start, but I've powered through.
You prevailed.
I powered through. So if you want to check that out, go over there.
Yes.
And check that out. That'd be cool. Anything else?
You might want to watch Dice Tower chat tomorrow night.
Maybe.
Wednesday.
I don't know if it's locked in yet.
The 8th. You should watch it anyway.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Just because. No reasons.
Maybe. Tomorrow night, maybe.
I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah.
All right. So we are going to get out of here. Thanks for stopping by.
So glad to see people.
It's good to talk with you. I hope you're doing well in these crazy, crazy times. The crazy times.
If you say these trying times or these difficult times, though, I've heard that phrase in so many emails, I'll probably just throw you into the floor. Just push.
There's a comic that I used to read. I don't remember what it was. I can't remember the name of it. And there was this one guy that's always sitting in the tavern as a role-playing comic. I think it was Order of Stick. I may be wrong.
Probably.
There's one guy in the tavern. Every time you talk to him, he's like generic NPC, like in video games.
Uh-huh.
And you go, "Sigh, times are tough." No matter what you say to him, he would always say, "Times are tough."
That's oh dear.
On that note, we are going to bid you adieu.